Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you all. I hope you're all well. Hope you're all tickety-boo. We've got a good stream this evening. Oof, have we got a good one for you this evening. Final checks, final preparations, and then we'll be good to go. So grab a drink, park your bum, and let's have a good little chitty chat for a couple of hours. Back in a moment. I was fashionably on time, actually. Fashionably on time. Let's fly, shall we?
Ancient beings came forth from the stars. They brought fire to the Okar when our ancestors walked the sands and lifted them to the sky. Now we sail the stars. Servants. Warriors, merchants, clerics, prideful masters of a domain spanning worlds. There have been missteps. A vicious war settled with a flawed peace. God voices call to restore our honor. Division in a unified people. The ancients hear our discord. They rise. Filled with wrath.
Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you all. Hope you're all well, hope you're all tickety-boo. We've got an extra special stream this week? Oh, were we starting to peel back the curtain of all the things that are coming your way with Wrath of the Ancients? Now, I am flying solo this evening. Lee is in transit. He's going on a nice little break, so he may join us. He's on an aeroplane, so he may join us. So if we do see him appear, say hello, won't you? So do bear in mind, if I see a question that comes in this evening, I'm going to try and answer it on the fly. So I can't collate them and answer them at the same, do them as we normally do every 30 minutes. So do bear with me with the answers and questions. If you've got any, I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. Lee, the flying rockfish, indeed. So, yeah, what we got this evening then? Well, we're going to carry on with our normal hard playthrough, which is going to be, me trying not to die and you all complaining that that I'm not dying enough. And then we're going to show you some, but not all, some of the new environments that are coming your way. You may have seen us fly around a couple of them already. We're going to do similar to that, but we're going to see several of them. Absolutely several of them. So that's to look forward to as well. And then we've also got some of the player polls. We've been firing those off over on our various community platforms where we can. And we've got some interesting results for this one about the favourite ship class. So if you've been voting on that, we'll be seeing how the different places have voted, because it is not all the same. Lee Funwall is down. Deploy the fun. He may join us. He may sneak in if he can get some internet connection, because he's on a plane, as I've said. So yeah, I hope you had a good week. I hope you've all been good. I know it's obviously, I think, 3 weeks since we last streamed, but yeah, we had to do a little bit of polishing and a little buffing here and there to some of the things. So we delayed it a week just so that we could show you a little bit more this week. So if you've got any questions, I'll just quickly go through that. Evacade, is this the second DLC? Right. Yes, this is the second paid DLC anyway. We had Titans that came out in October 2024, and then this new Wrath of the Ancients is due to come out sometime in late spring. There we go. So, yeah. Thor of the Asgard, any update on the Art of Everspace 2 on UK Amazon? I asked quite some time ago. Not that I'm aware of. Somebody did ask me this on Reddit, and it is an absolute been a nightmare for us to get things to sell on Amazon. I know Lee and Jeremy, they've been pulling their hair out with this. And it's something that we're trying every avenue we can. And it's very, very difficult for a company that is not based in the UK to sell stuff in the UK, ironically. It seems easier in other countries. So we're still digging into that. We're still trying to get things in process. We want to get those out box out there because we want them in your hands, the fans, the super fans, and everybody else. It is a fantastic thing. I'm lucky I picked one up in the office when I was in Germany last year. So yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Hopefully you'll eventually get there, but I can't make a promise on that. We are trying our damnedest to get it to you and for sale over on Amazon. But do bear with us on that. I know you've been very, very patient, but we're still trying. Follow up from Thor of the Asgard. Is the next stream next week? Yes, it will be. We'll be back on our usual cadence. Although we may be having some slight irregularities. Some may be like every week. We may miss a week. Just while we're doing all this development work, because we want to get things right for how we stream it. But definitely next week, we'll be back on our normal schedule. If there's any changes, I will update you. I did put out a notification on Discord, and then we did tell everybody via our socials as well that there was going to be a delay. So do keep an eye out. I will tag you if you are on the discord.gg/rockfishgames. And I'll tag the RFG stream role so that you'll get to know when we are on. But the plan is next Friday will be another stream for you all, so you get to see my happy face again. I'm not too sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway. Right, so anyway, we're going to carry on for a little while. We're going to dive into a continuation of my hard playthrough, which I think I'm just going to double check on how many deaths I've actually had. According to the count, I think we're up to 12. Yeah, it seems to be on 12 up to now. I'm sure there's maybe a few I might have missed, but anyway. So where we're up to is picking up the pieces. Okay, we found Eduardo with the exotic Carla, and then we need to go back to Rhodia 2. I know you do. Bearded Frog over on YouTube, he's a bit worried. Sometimes the ambiguity of when we're going to be streaming, he's like, oh, it's kind of every 2 weeks he does at 7 p.m. UK time. He's going to be there. He's going to be watching. But yeah, as soon as I know if there's any developments on that, then I shall let you know. But don't worry. Right. So we're going to fill up on those. Yeah, but everybody wants me just to see me die, don't they? It's like, oh look, he's failed again. So we got the Cloakfield generator unlocked now. That's good, and we've got the cargo unit in the rare tier as well. And then we picked up some new stuff. Oh, Gauze receptors. Okay, that's cool. We've got some Gauze receptors into there. I did wonder what that was. What was all going on there, which is marvelous. What side quest? Oh, okay, Living Fossil and I Heart Scrap. Okay, so Living Fossil is part of the Titans quest line with Dr. Kapala. She ties us, Capadia rather, that wants us to go scan various things for her. But we're going to carry on with picking up the pieces. And yeah, so let's go back to home base. Let's go back to home base. So I will try and keep an eye on the questions as they come through. If I do miss it, please just tag me again. I'll try and see it if I can. But while I'm concentrating on the game, hopefully. Welcome along anyway. If you're watching on Steam, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, that is all the places that we stream to. I hope you're all safe and well and happy and looking forward to this. Right, let's shifty get to Ceto Transit Gate. Undiscovered site. Oh, all these places I've not been to. Do need to go on a bit of a voyage of discovery, I think, around here. I think it would be good. Right. Let's try not crack into any of these big boulders. Wouldn't be good. Oh, that was handy. Oh, they just jumped out as well. That's lucky. There we go. Let's get through that. Yeah, the whole Gary _ cute JPEG is literally a reference to the image that I pulled and or the face that I pulled, and then Jerry thought it was an excellent idea to do a screen cap of that, and we've got it on the Discord now as a nice little emoji. Right, let's get back to home base. Whoosh, away we go. I still do plan to change my ship, by the way. I know we've been sticking with the Sentinel for quite a while, but my plan is still to change the ship over at some point. Whoop. Try not to crash into it. Whee! Love the docking.
I got everything. I'd now like you to show me what all this is about.
Once I put the pieces together, it can be used to create a rip that will let you jump through space and hopefully take me home.
Sounds promising. I only hope it works.
Will you two please finish your damn yibber-yabbing? Adam, I've waited long enough. We got a job to discuss. Now, on the bridge.
Okay, all right, Maddox.
Oh, Maddox, you can tell why you were voted the least popular side character in the whole game.
So, you've all met Kala by now, who will be staying with us until she finds her way home.
It is an acquaintance to meet your pleasure.
Almost.
Yes. Well, now we have Eduardo here. Maddox is able to give us an update on the job at hand.
Viridium! A veritable mountain of it. Just sitting in a comet and waiting for us to scoop it out of the sky. I've been waiting for this thing to come around for a long time. Finally, all the pieces have fallen into place. Eduardo, would you do the honors? There it is. Drink it in. Revisiting us in the DMZ after 15 years. One freighter load would be enough to make rich men, women, and whatevers out of each of us. Only problem is that it's still a heck of a long way away, and might take some time to get there. Oh, hello. Our freaky little lady likes to play with maps.
There, look, and there.
Well, what do you know? Looks like our dearest new addition found us a shortcut already. I knew she'd be useful.
Considering she's not from this cluster, that's fairly impressive navigating.
Indeed.
I do not know these stars, but I quickly find my way around.
Interesting. Well, I'd like to propose we head out as soon as...
I'm afraid I must object. You cannot carry out this mission. You do not understand the importance of Eshahar.
Say, who, what now?
This comet cannot be interfered with. I ask you to allow
And
me a
Lee
moment to
dives
explain.
in onto the
Now,
chat. How you
hold on
doing,
there,
Lee?
mister.
Safe
What
travels.
is it, Tareen? What's the problem?
What you see is an opportunity. What I see is something sacred to the Okar. Eshahar is of spiritual importance.
Oh, here we go. Always the same. It's sacred to us, scrap from you damned Okar. I mean, I don't see the big problem with taking one little freighter load.
No, I implore you.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Tareen, you don't seem to understand what this payday would mean for us. The riches from this comet is the ticket home we've all been waiting for.
Eshahar is a holy comet. The Okar would not
might have
send
done
a simple
Flory.
squadron to protect it.
There might be
They
a
would
reason for
seize
that.
defacement as an act of war and send its entire fleet. Your actions are of bad portent, and the consequences could echo beyond anyone's control.
I hate to say it, after everything we've gone through, but I think we need to take Tareen's warning seriously.
Whoa, now, I've waited too long for this to be held back by some Okar superstition.
But we don't want any reason to start a war with them either. I think I should at least investigate this. Maybe it's time to talk to Commissioner Hawk. I suspect she knows more about this than she's been letting on. Tareen, if you're right, this may be more explosive than any of us realize. What I saw in Vesna. The artifacts, the drilling equipment. It's all connected. Stay on the base until I get answers. If the stakes are as high as I'm guessing, I don't want anybody jeopardizing things.
You want to reveal our whole damn plan to the fleet?
I didn't say that. I said I wanted to enlist her help. We might be teetering on the brink of a conflict that could wipe out the DMZ. Until I know what's happening, Maddox, stay away from the comet.
Yeah, I was hoping people didn't actually notice, but Flory did actually notice that we did actually play through this a little while ago. And yes, I did unfortunately forget to save the game.
That Tareen is right. We can't take the chance of an all-out war in the DMZ.
What do I care about another damn war? That's my fortune out there. I've waited too long for it already.
Well, you wouldn't have gotten further than Avenrest without me.
Level 20 perks.
That until I return.
Does anybody remember the choice we made?
Patch me through to Commissioner Hawk.
Oh, it's you.
So,
This is important.
Not on the... I am closing...
Damn. Call.
Yes.
I'm just skipping this because obviously we've already done this, but I'm just trying to skip through the conversation as quick as we can. There we go. Yep. So we've got Carla now. Indeed, the death count will not change. It'll stay as it is. Now, yes, there is an autosave feature. However, in my defense, I didn't save the main save game last time. And I also switch out a lot of my autosaves. So, because when I do a lot of testing for player reports, etc., my autosaves get written over. So they were history. They were gone. So I've had to kind of back up a little bit. So well done for you BDIs that noticed. I was really hoping nobody would. But I'm like, we've done this before. Yes, we have. So anyway, we need to unlock the spatial bypass perk. So we're going to have a look at little Carla here and see what she's got. So we need all these different components, which we're going to go do. So we can do that, we can do that, we can do that, we can do that, and guess what? We can do that.
Fire it up, Kala. I'll radio you from the other side.
Are you really about to offer yourself up as a guinea pig for an untested technology? This is insanity.
Insanity.
Nothing ever gets accomplished by not taking chances, Hive.
This
You
is
can tell when you
insanity.
can fly through by the sparks.
Sounds fancy. Let's do it.
So yeah, it was a little faux pas on my part. We did actually choose, if you can remember, because I do, and I can't remember what we chose, but I think we went critical faculty. But this was our level 20 perk as well. We did decide, I think, critical faculty because of the ult. I don't think we went ulterior motive. I don't think we went unyielding assault, but I think we went critical faculty, if I remember correctly. Going back 3 weeks. A lot has happened in 3 weeks. Trust me, a lot of things have happened in 3 weeks. So we're going to go with critical faculty just so that we can get a chance to get the ult back up a bit quicker. And I do remember to use the ult. I definitely do use the ult when I remember. And you guys just love reminding me when I don't use it. Anything else in terms of perks? Can we finish off that? Super gel. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're nearly there. Yeah, we're nearly there. We just need to find some more of that. Always critical. I love that. I love that. Always critical faculty. And plasma. That can go into there. That's fine. Color location scanner. Heat detectors. Neutron. Okay, I'm gonna put some money into there. There we go. As soon as we got there, we've got all the points. Location scanner. That's very, very handy. If you are trying to find a lot of the things that you might have missed in your playthrough, you may be going back and revealing 100% of the completion kind of thing. Carla's ability is a quite nice thing, as well as the supervision. Definitely consider getting that perk maxed. It does help, and also the type of scanner you have helps as well if you're looking for those things. Anyway, let's get undocked. Let's carry on so we can roughly get back to where we were. Would have got away with it if it weren't for you pesky kids. Loady, loady, loady. Bright lights. Okay.
I told you. I knew this would end in disaster. You have been transported to a planet interior, never to find your way out again, and you will die here. Ha! I was right.
All right, Hive. No need to be so happy about it. Does anyone read me? No response. Where the heck are we? Let's just take a little look around and see if there's a way out.
She tricked you. The blue alien has achieved its deception.
I'm pretty sure.
Freestone over on Twitch. Will there be any advantages to restarting the game upon release of the new upcoming DLC? No, you don't need to. Similar to how Titans was, there's going to be certain elements that are going to start part of the way through the game.
I'll be damned if I'm not somewhere back.
But it doesn't matter when you start them because they will kind of increase in level as you do. So that's just some of the side quests. Now, for the main content of the update, oh sorry, of the expansion rather, not the update, it's a bit bigger than the update, then you are literally going to start that content, the main storyline, after the main game, base game, has finished. So there's no need, but some people will, just to start fresh, start a new playthrough, maybe on a different difficulty level. There we go. Hive doesn't have the foggiest.
All I cared about to start with was getting out of the DMZ, but I only seem to be becoming more embroiled in it.
You are certain deeply entangled in the political intrigues of the region, although I am certain you could still extricate yourself.
Yeah, sure, but to what end?
Indeed.
What would be the consequences of that?
Right, let's just do this. Right, let's find the hint. If in doubt, look for the hint. There's usually one around somewhere.
The more I realize that my commitments are here, in the Beltigrades.
Point. There we go.
A load of iridium might get me back to the Homeworlds and in a very luxurious condition. But would I really be happy with myself?
Happiness. Oh dear. Every philosophical discussion with a human always comes to this.
It does, Hive. You're correct. Very correct. Okay. I've got a funny feeling I've done this before.
You know what, Hive?
More existential musings. Will it be like this until you starve to death?
Wow.
There's a way out of here. I'm sure of it.
Ivy is
No
such
matter
a
what happens next,
pessimist.
all I know is that I can't let my friends down. I have the
Okay, let's
feeling
get
they're
a
all
spore.
counting on me. I just
Acid
can't figure out what the
pouch.
right thing
Come
to
on.
do is at this juncture.
Boink. Marvelous. Marvelous. Oh, hello. Away. And you. No, that's just rude. Thank you. And you can have a fistful of rockets as well. Thank you. Wow, that's just rude. Right, that's kind of cleared that off. Oh, covered in goop. Covered in goop. That's never good. Oh, this is blocked off now, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, hello. I better make sure I tear that off first, don't I? Better tear that off first. Right, that's that done. Do I actually, have I missed something in here actually before I go back through there? I get a feeling I have there. Yeah, I need to take the ancient room with me, don't I? That always helps. Always help. Oh, will you behave? Right, oh, acid out. Boink. There we go. Grab the ancient rune. Back through we go. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Let's just see. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Nothing coming through. Good, good. If you do have them, just fire them into the chat. I'll try and answer them on the fly for you so that we can get them answered for you as much as I can. Oh, it's that one, is it? Okay. Nice. And we have an ancient lens. Let's grab the ancient lens. I always find it easier in first person to line these up. Nice. And got another one. Oh, there we have. Down here. Whoop, 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 whoop. And let's get that one lined up. Whoosh. Boink. Hello. Change out first person. Yeah. That one. Let's go into there. Nope. Through here. Go through here. Whee! And that one down there. Doink, doink, doink. There we go. There we go. Yay.
Things are looking up, Hive. I think I see light at the end of the tunnel.
Thinks he sees a light.
Soon. Humans often mention such a thing when they are near the end.
No,
Rude.
I'm not speaking metaphorically. I really think I see a way out.
Yeah, glad you do, Adam, because I've forgotten the way out. I think it's... What is that making that noise? I was like, what's making the noise? I will work this out in a minute. Last time I did it, I was like, yeah, that's where it is. That's fine. That's the barometer. That's why I was getting that picked up from there. Has my acid pouch disappeared here? I need another acid pouch. Come on, where's your acid pouch? Come on. Come on. Give me the acid pouch. Whoop. Whoop. Hit the brakes. Come on. Oh, not. Going so well, isn't it? Doink. Marvellous. Okay, get through that. Is that? No, that's not the breakable one, is it? Hang on. Wow. Thor of Asgard, I just see a question there. Actually, that isn't there, is it? Regarding the PS5 Pro Dev Kit, no, we haven't received one yet as far as I'm aware. I still think we're in limbo with that, unfortunately. I think there is... like a unicorn, basically, at the moment for us. We are literally kind of in a queue along with probably hundreds of other dev teams as well that are like, hey, we'd like a Pro Dev Kit. Can you supply one? And we'd be like, yep, join the queue. Everybody at the back, you know. Oh, I always do it that way. So I think I couldn't give you a time frame on when that's going to happen, I'm afraid. I mean, we'd love to be able to dive in and get, you know, in the process and see what the Pro can do for us. But, yeah, we're kind of, like I say, in limbo as to when that's going to happen. There we go. On the right way now. Yay!
Look at that. That's where we picked up Kala and Eduardo.
We did.
Anyone back at base reading me?
There you are, Clico. Something went wrong.
You're telling me, Kala. We ended up right next to your escape pod.
Ah, Toka. I think I know the reason. There are no other rips or connections yet, except for the ones on my ship.
Adam, I believe this may have been caused by the lack of reference points in the cluster. Kala seems to have expected there to be other points. The experiment sent you to your present location because there was a very slight reference signal emanating from the cube within the escape pod.
Eduardo's clever.
If you can retrieve it, we will be able to calibrate a more exact travel and create more reference points where we go.
Okay, let's try that. If we can get this to work without being transported into a sun's core, this tech could really be a game changer.
Frog, is your question regarding the dev kit? I know you said that you had a question too, but I'm guessing it will be a perhaps answer. I mean, okay, sometimes we have to give these perhaps answers, but if you do have a question, just fire it in. I'll try and answer it, and even if it is a perhaps. Kizor's back with us. How you doing, Kizor? Back up and running.
There.
Good to see.
Okay, I got Kala's cube.
We've got Kala's cube, which is good.
Another matter.
Go ahead.
Kala is quite upset by this turn of events. She is confused as to why no reference points exist in this end of the galaxy. This must mean that she is a lot...
Well, do your best to comfort her and let her know that we'll do what we can to help her find her way home.
Indeed.
So, Kala, are you feeling okay? What would we need to do next?
We will make new rips and connections.
From what I've gathered, this works a bit like the Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Frog, he's back onto it. He's back onto it.
A rip, Clico.
We'll get there. But right now, I think I'll have to use...
Indeed. Well, we're just going to skip this because we're trying to catch up to...
First, you...
Yeah.
Of course not.
I'm near...
Well, I'm not bringing my cruiser in there with those...
Oh. Right, let's crack on. Talking trash here. Oh, he's now as upset, Kizor. So, Frog, your question: will there be any new races in the new systems DLC? You are going to get a perhaps on that one. Perhaps there will, perhaps there won't.
Adam, before you proceed to the Commissioner's location, I would like to request that I accompany you to the meeting.
Actually, Tareen, that might not be a bad idea. I think she needs
Might
to get
not
the
be a
bigger
bad
picture
idea.
on this. Although I think Hawk knows a lot of the DMZ's secrets, an Okar perspective might be what she needs.
Bearded Frog over on YouTube.
Our friends are already on the move again.
And for everybody else that's maybe new to the channel, when we answer questions, we try to be as open and transparent as possible. We have done this for many, many years, even from our first game through development of EVERSPACE 2, and now while we're working towards the latest expansion, there's obviously certain things that we can't talk about simply because we don't want to reveal too much, etc., etc. I know you're going to prod and poke for those slip-ups, those little nuggets of information you can bore into, but as soon as we can, then we will tell you. We're not going to tell you everything, obviously, because if we told you everything, then when you get the DLC, you get the expansion, you're going to be like, well, I've seen it all, or I know it all. And that is going to be one of the things that you've got to bear in mind when I show you later on some of the new environments. You're not going to see everything, and we're not going to show you everything. You are going to find some new stuff, but we are going to show you a significant portion of some new stuff, but it's by a long shot not everything, but it is some good stuff. And when we do look at these environments, I want you to keep your beady eyes. There may be things that you may see that you might be like, what's that gonna do? Or, not seen one of those before. You never know what you might see. I'm not going to particularly point it out. Keep those eyes peeled.
I have some trepidation about how events appear to be escalating.
As far as I can make out, Hawk is here in a diplomatic and intelligence capacity. We just need to get the word out to keep the peace.
Indeed. Keep the peace. Oh. Look out for Commissioner Hawk. He's not showing... well, she's showing probably a little bit too much.
Now, what took you so long, Roslyn? I thought you knew how to navigate the DMZ.
Lord M, we just had this question come up, but to answer, the majority of the new campaign will continue after the main mission in the base game has been finished. However, there's going to be other elements that will start before the end, some of the side questions.
You sent me to check how close Blakemore was to finding it.
So in essence, yes, to continue on with your new campaign as such with the Wrath of the Ancients, then yes, you need to finish this base game campaign.
Another anomaly of the DMZ. What strange bedfellows you two make. The Okkar consider you an outcast. Why do you care whether we go to war?
I may have pursued a life of religious contemplation, but I would still fight to protect peace. The return of Eshahar and the discovery that it is...
yeah, Bearded Frog on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, we don't mind you asking the questions, absolutely. We'd rather people ask the questions because sometimes we release information and not everybody knows. So we're quite happy to maybe reiterate that information so everybody can be on the same page.
I hate unfinished business. Perhaps I underestimated you from the very beginning. Okay, let me fill you in on some of the details. By all appearances, you have found the comet before Blakemore. Unfortunately, the Okkar are also aware of his activities. They are preparing a preemptive strike against GMB's lunar colony.
That would trigger a war.
That will trigger a war.
As it happens, you have found
we can't have that.
Praising the Federal Council of the situation. And they have resolved, quite disappointingly, to let affairs play out on their own. I asked to parley with Emissary Sareth in order to buy time and allow me to handle GNB myself. However, communications have suddenly ceased. There is a sub-faction of Okkar hardliners agitating for war. My suspicions lead me to believe that they have something to do with this.
I get the feeling you have the need for another covert operation.
Sly Cooper Reloaded coded on Twitch. Was Eric warping into Palaemon's wound during early access a real slip-up, or was that was stuff? That was a slip-up.
As previously agreed, you would receive full amnesty. You get to keep your base, and you gain free passage out of the DMZ.
Tareen, what do you think? You up for this?
I do not expect to receive much welcome from my kind. I am the errant example that spawnlings are warned of.
You're still an Okkar. Even if I reach the emissary, he has no reason to listen to me. But together, I'd just be curious enough to hear us out.
Perhaps. Of course, whether we can reach the emissary alive is another question.
Cool. Yeah, we did play through this bit, obviously, because I made a boo-boo after the last stream. I didn't save my game, and the auto-saves were written over. It kind of highlights the bit of the issue. Now, we do have auto-saves and also saving when you maybe collect a valuable item. However, you have like 5 autosaves that are written, but then the oldest one gets overwritten by the newest one, etc. So there's a kind of a rotation. So when you jump systems, when you dock, an autosave is written. Now, for me, obviously, as I said, doing testing and other players' game saves, etc., that when I do all these things, my autosaves get obliterated. So yeah, that's why I haven't got a newer save. So, but bearing in mind that the autosaves are very, very good because they can get you out of a pinch. And in this instance, it would have been very, very handy. Right, so emissary, yeah, we need to go to the Khaït Nebula, don't we? Let's go see the Khaït Nebula, which is down there. Is it the Ram Gate? Hang on. Okay, let's go that way then. Let's fly away. Do. Right, there we go. Hello, do you have a soft spot for old classic space games like Star Fox? I never played Star Fox. It wasn't that, you know, I wouldn't have enjoyed it. I just didn't play it at the time. However, I'm a lot older than that, so I pretty much played much older space games.
Hey, Delia, the commissioner sent us to make contact with the Ogar about the situation. Sit tight. I'll keep you posted.
Right, what we'll probably do is we'll get through this, hopefully. We'll get back to roughly where we were, and then we'll flipperoo to showing you some environments. We've got a few to get through. Right, let's boost through here. Yeah, never played it, unfortunately. I was doing other things at the time when that came out, so yeah, I wasn't as gaming as much, or if I was gaming, I wasn't gaming as prominent as that. Promised ES2 release on Nintendo 64. That might have something to do with it, to be fair.
That Corvette looks fairly official.
Yep, and we're just going to skip this because we got to this point before, didn't we? And we had to kill a few things just to kind of get through here. You can go away, thank you. Fire them back. Yep, you're not firing them at me. Go away. Nope, not today.
We gotta signal out to the Ogar authorities to let them know a high-ranking official has been taken hostage.
You know.
They would react, certainly. Perhaps this is a sensible course of action.
Wow.
Can't contact them myself. Hive, are you able to access the Corvette's comm system?
It appears that it has been disabled. I detect disconnected comms tech floating in the vicinity. If you wish to reactivate the comms system, collect all the associated parts. I will highlight them for you once the force field is down.
Okay, yeah. Could use all the help we can get. If it's Ogar
Oh, Brent. Okay. That's rude. That's definitely rude. Oop. Look at them all go. Boom, boom. So well. Blueprint. Come on, give me the blueprint. Loving it.
How are you holding up?
Their tactics I recall from my own training. They fight bravely, but lack the broader experience that I have accumulated in the DMZ.
Yeah, you tell them, Tareen. You tell them, Tareen. Okay, is that one not being hackable? Okay. There we go. Yeah, love it. If you got any questions, I will pick them up once I deal with this interlopers of the Ocar Prime. There you go.
The force field's down. I can try to repair the comm system now.
Yeah, we can. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Whoop. Comfort. Let's grab it. Let's go back. Whee. There we go. Need the other bits. Where's the other bits? Ah, okay. Oh, we'll just get rid of that. Okay. Oh, no. I'm just doing this while we're here. Mine is there. Is that going floating off? That's going floating off. We'll come back to do that bit. Doink. Right, the other piece. Let's put that on. Let's put that on. Doink.
Its comm system is functional again.
It's functional again. But what I'm just going to do is we're just going to swap out those secondaries because we are lacking. That's fine.
I will use your booster's energy to power up the system.
Yeah.
You must remain close in order for this to work.
Okay, powering up. See, Terrain's he's tanking away with M5 Ocar Prime. He's just like, you got nothing on me, kids. You got no. Oh, now they're coming. They opened their mouth a bit too soon there, didn't they?
Nice shot.
Yeah. Now they're like, you're doing something over there. You shouldn't be. Where are you going? Oh, hello. There we go. Come on. Give me a crit. There we go. Does that put you in a spinny? Oh. Nice. Let's go back to the ship, shall we? Come on. Nearly powered up. There we go.
I can access the system and dispatch an emergency broadcast.
This is like the old days of analog.
The old days of analog. Gotta love it.
You take a weakling's approach by summoning the authorities to your aid.
Oh, there we go.
They're disengaging. This is our chance to get on board. Hailing clerical Corvette. Do you read me? We are on a diplomatic mission and request access to the emissary.
Fly back through some of these.
It appears that we must force entry.
Yep.
It may be that
Go.
the hard.
There we go. We're just going to skip through this because we know that one's what happens there. Actually, I'm trying to catch up to where I was.
Intervention may have altered the disastrous course of our shared history.
Let's have a quick look. Some of the questions. Benji Fiji, is this new DLC content? No, it isn't. No, this is just part of the normal playthrough. I'm going to be showing some of the environments very shortly.
Service.
And an honor to meet you. We need to update Hawk on the situation. Commissioner Hawk, do you read me?
I hope it's good news, Mr.
Erdem Ackman, can we get an option mod to disable puzzle parts of the game? No, there's no option within the game to disable the puzzles. It is part of the game.
Suggests tensions between the Ocar castes are intensifying and could sour already strained relations.
For the time being, we've been given assurance that the order will be issued not to attack G&B, as long as G&B do not attempt to touch the comet. The Grandmaster's proclamation on this should guarantee that none will cross that line.
I hope so. Although we should not presume to test the Okar's toleration further. G&Bs still need to be brought to heel to prevent conflict.
Cool. Yeah, I was just reading through some of the comments just to make sure that I hadn't missed any questions. Right, we've got quite a bit to get through in terms of the new content. So, another cutscene. Yeah, skippity skip, skippity.
What's been going on? Delia, do you
contact you. Maddox left the base just a short time ago. There was nothing we could do to stop him. He took Eduardo, too.
Damn it, Maddox.
Because Maddox is a fool.
Just hang tight. We'll come back to base and we'll sort this out.
Right, okay, so that's that complete. Right, let's get back to base. I think that's where we got up to last time, didn't we? I think we got back to base. I'm fairly certain we did. So let's fly. Let's get back there, and then we're going to switch to the new content because we've got quite a bit to get through. I want to show you all. Good stuff. And I will remember to save the game. Hopefully. That's actually it. Welcome everybody anyway, wherever you are, whatever channel you're watching on. I hope you're enjoying the content. We're going to have another stream next week, just as a reminder, which will be our usual stream. I don't think we've got anything planned reveal-wise, but you never know. I'll have to check, because we have been trying to plan things out so that we can piecemeal some content out each time we stream, but we'll have to see. Right, smuggler's back door. I think we actually got to the smuggler's back door. I think that's where we got back to, and that's why I was confused when I loaded it in. I thought, oh, we're back where we are. But we shall see. We'll dash, dive, dash, dodge, duck, dive. Back there. Right. And hopefully avoid these. They're going to start firing at me, aren't they? No, it's not. We're just going to get through. Into there. Thank you very much. Activate. Let's get out of there. Whoosh, bash, bish, bash, bash. Let's just jumpy. Let's get out of there. Back to Ceto, transit gate. Bearded Frog, if I remember correctly, in our last stream, you actually asked a question regarding the Augeas using the jump gates. I think it was you anyway that asked the question. Now, I did dig into this in regards to the law. The jump gates essentially are kind of a colonial device. And the Augeas don't need to use them because they're able to create their own wormholes. And they wouldn't want to rely on having jump gate keys to be given to them from colonials. So they have their own technology and they will use their own jump in, jump out. So they don't actually use the jump gates. They will use their own technology unless there was a kind of dire emergency that they needed to use it. But that would be very, very rare. But yeah, I had to dig into the law on that one. Let's get back to Rodeo 2. Let's get back to Rodeo 2. Then we'll get docked. We'll get saved. Oop, hello.
Whoa, what's happening?
Oh. That's not good. That's not good. Because I don't want to be going into the rift at that right precise moment. So we're going to stop there. Temporarily. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to the dev build. Now, I'm going to preface this. You may see bugs, you may see issues, you may see a crash. If that happens, and we did have that before, don't worry, it's kind of the dev build, and this does happen. What I'll say is as soon as I can, I will come back online because, like I said, the other time my system went down. So just as a pre-warner, if there's any issues, then I'll be back up as soon as I can. We got to love the dev build. So bear with me. I am going to switch over to our intermission screen, and then I'll be right back. But yes, I will save my game. I definitely saved my game. So don't go nowhere. Nobody go nowhere. Right, let's get loaded up with the other version. Let's get loaded up with the other version, shall we? Da, 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 da. Right, where are you, dev build? There we go. There we are. We're finding it. A little intermission. A little intermission indeed. If you don't already do, follow us on all these wonderful bits of community spaces. Over on the Facebook, Insta, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere you will find us. You're more than welcome. Definitely on the Discord. Do join us there. Discord.gg/Rockfish Games is the place you want to be. I think, honestly, maybe. Do join us there. Do join us there. Right, let me just bring up a couple of things because I just need to tweak some audio settings as well. Because we don't want to have anything revealed. No, we don't. Right. So. Just loading up the game. Just loading up the game. Be with you very, very shortly. Like I say, I've got a few things that I need to tweak just before. Yeah. Florrie's like, yeah, you want to see a... but I don't want you to see it. Definitely not. So, yeah. So, just bear with me. It does take a little while as well. So, right. Let's do that. Let's do that. Anyway, that's that off. That's on there. Okay. Right. Okie dokie. Right. Let's bring things back in. Hopefully, there we go. Right, this is one of the new environments. I'm going to go in first person as well, out of the way. Now, you may have seen this in one of our little fly-throughs. Okay. So this is Augeas Watchpost, and this is in Aethon. So if you've not seen this before, on our previous streams we have actually shown this, which is very irritating that I can't actually do it. Hang on, let me just see if I can. Just one second. Let me just see if I can just fix this a moment. Don't go nowhere. I just want to fix it. If I can, because I've just noticed that something isn't working. And we don't want that. No, sorry, Bob. We definitely don't want that. Let's get that. It may not work. We may not work on this one, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Right, let's just come back. Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Haha, fixed it. Right. So here we are. Augeas Watchpost, this is called. And this is Aethon, one of the places that you will be visiting. Now, you've not been to... Well, you've been to Aethon a little bit, but you haven't seen much of it. We are literally going to have a little fly around here. I'm not going to show you too much. I'm not going to reveal too many in terms of secrets. But you will get to see some of the new content. If you notice anything, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to draw attention to it. I'm not going to mention it, but you might notice a few things. The detailing as well on all of these is very, very splendid. And I'm sure that you'll appreciate once you're in here with the mission content and everything else. I'm actually going to be very interested to see what you guys talk about in the chat while I'm flying through here. But I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to show you too much. We are going to just have a little bit of a float around. Try not to bash into too many things. Like that. That's awfully getting a bit close. Excuse me, just flying through. Nothing to see here. No loot's here, indeed. Like I said, I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible. Just making sure I'm not going to crack into that. There we go. Whoop, flying through, flying around. Everybody's like, yeah, I see this, I see this, and I see this. So we've got a lot of content in these areas, but there isn't going to be obviously what we're going to show because we don't want to spoil it. We don't want to see you. I'll show you content rather that is something that you'll enjoy. So don't expect us to go, oh, hello, look at this, look at this, look at this. You know, it's not going to happen. Fail2 over on Twitch. So glad I found EVERSPACE a month ago. Keep it up. Well, glad that you could join us. I hope you are enjoying your journey in and around the various parts of the DMZ. Interesting, interesting. I just love how everybody's like, oh, what about that? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you noticed this? And I think, like I say, there may be little glitches, there may be little issues that you find on the buildings, etc. I'm sure we'll kind of all get these things fixed up. The hardest bit is because I'm not flying with any inertia dampeners, so I'm trying to keep things relatively steady. Relatively steady. Because you never know what you're going to see. You never know what you're going to find in these places. Bit of debris field here, you know. There's some... It's always like, I've got so many screenshots to take. So many screenshots to take. So much stuff. All this stuff. All this goop. All this crud. All this rubbish that's just scattered. Obviously, there's been a bit of a disaster going on here, hasn't there? I think we can safely say there's been a bit of a disaster, maybe a bit of a fight, bit of an explosion. Something's gone wrong here. To be fair, there's been a lot of things that have gone wrong in the DMZ. A lot of things indeed. A lot of things indeed. Mumakex, again, I'm just trying to read through some of the comments as well so that we can answer the questions. Someone said it looks like a ship. I wonder if it's a moving city and it changes location every now and again when you type, maybe new types of loot some jobs. Okay. Zarkov border control comes to mind in terms of perception at the very least. Cool. Big Bang 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, say, yeah, okay. There's a Obviously, there's a big planet over there as well, and there's a central star, all very foggy and... What has gone on here? What has gone on here? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to find out more when you get your mitts on the content. You'll have to wait and see. All good stuff, all good stuff. So that is Augeas Watchpost, and that is in Aethon. Now, I'm going to show you something else from Aethon as well. And we have said that there is going to be 4 new star systems. One of those we are not going to show. Okay, but we are going to show you content from other places. But we're going to stick with Aethon for the next one. So just bear with me again while I get it all loaded up. Artorias of the Abyss release date, nothing yet. We haven't pinned it down. As soon as we are ready to, we will let you know. But yeah, we're still working on that aspect. Lots of permutations on there. But yeah, we're going to show you something else from Aethon. So do bear with me. I've just got to do the whole jiggery pokery again. Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Dooby-dooby-doo. It was like, was that glow point actually speaking their message? Frog, I've got your message. I'll have to clarify with the team because I got told that they didn't use them. Right, just bear with me. I just want to check. That's still set. That's fine. Let's just do that. That's off. Right, and then let's just come back to the gameplay. Okay. Now, again, this place you will have noticed before because we did show it in our Aethon tease and also the video that you're going to see probably next. Actually, I might show you a video because we've got a wonderful video that's been made by our video editor who's done a great job of this, and it's going to kind of reveal some of the other places that we're going to be going to. But I thought I'd just tease a few of them first. Now, this one is an intriguing place, and you have seen it before, and you might be wondering hellishly what has happened in Aethon. Now this one is called Byron Gate. And something significant has happened here, and it doesn't look good. Lots of destruction. Things have gone into disrepair. But what does it all mean? Yeah, we'll definitely buff right out that. It'll definitely buff right out. There's nothing, you know, that a better teacup won't fix. Let's give it a little bit of a boost. Sometimes things are beyond repair, so I don't think it doesn't matter whether you send in a maintenance team or not. You're going to have some distinct problems repairing some of these things. You got to bear in mind that these gates were built over a significant amount of time, and then through whatever actions have caused it, there's some serious destruction happened. All these panels, yes, lots of death and destruction seems to have happened to those. Is it good? Spawned over on Twitch. Keep up with the future DLC. Give us it right away. We need to play it too. It'll be with you soon. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll be with you soon. I always give a big up to the art team. I think they do wonderful work with the environments. I always think it's fantastic what they get to play around with the canvas, the environments that they create, the structures that they create, the textures, everything. It just looks superb. And Varesh is asking, where does the gate lead when you repair it? Interesting. Yeah, there's lots of damage going on. Lots of damage. Yeah, it's a gate to hell. Yeah, it's probably somewhere you don't want to go. It's like that. If you go through that gate, it's one of those holiday destinations that you wish you'd never paid for and never gone to. You know, it can be a bit, did we really pay to go there? But I just love the coloration of this environment. It just looks haunted. It looks dead. It looks decayed. And it's just so inert and inactive. And fair play to the team. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful environment, even though it is so inert and full of debris. Space is awesome. How long does it take to create these locations? That's a very difficult one to answer, to be fair. It does take several weeks, is what I'll say, to create an environment, and then there's lots of revisions of those, because there's concept, there's initial design, then there's drafts, then, you know, polishing. There's so many phases to those creation of these environments, and yeah, they can vary depending upon the size, obviously. Lee's back with us. He's had a touchdown on his flight. Not much internet over the mountains. It is a very cool location, Lee. It is. It's a wonderful location, and it's always top marks to the team for what they do. I think we're deserving of a fly through the center of the gate, don't you? I think we should go through. Let's go for a fly through. Let's boost through. Let's boost through. What's the worst thing that could happen? Indeed. Oh no, it looks like it's broken. Who'd have thought, eh? Who would have thought that it's broken? Oh, it looked in such perfect working order as well. Indeed. There we go. The veiled eye. Indeed, the veiled eye. That's going to be one of the iconic shots if I've ever seen one. So there we go. There we go. I'm going to switch to another save now, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you a video that we've created, which is going to go live after the stream. We've also got a blog post coming up written by the wonderful Lee about the environments, etc. So I think it'd be cool for you to see it. Just bear with me while I just get the right button. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, sorry about the audio. I don't know what's going on with that audio. I tested it and tested it. So, yeah, a bit of an odd one. But you will see that live over on YouTube after the stream. So it'll be up there. Go take a look. Go take a look. Right. Welcome to one of the new places. This time we are in the Khaït Dominion. Excelsior. Okay, now we've seen Aethon, Rhak and Khaït. Indeed. There is another place, as I mentioned earlier, which we are not going to show you. Oh no. Towers of Redacted and question mark. So this place, we're in the Khaït Dominion, and this is the Chendar barrier. It's a hot place. I think you can agree. I think you can see this from everything that is on screen now for you. Let's have a little float around. Everything's on fire. Everything does appear to be hot. What has happened again? That's the classic meme there from Kizor. This is fine. Nothing to worry about. Do you keep your eyes peeled? You never know what you're gonna find. What will you see? Someone did indeed leave the stove on. Very, very hot. And I just want to turn around in case I'm just about to smack into a big stalactite of some description. Let's try and navigate through it. Again, I'm using first person without inertia dampeners on. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Very good, Mama Kex over on YouTube. Change the name of the DLC to Wrath of the Redacted. I'm really hoping I don't hit anything, but we'll see. We're good. We're good. Oh! Oh, spoke too soon. It was all going so well. Yeah, Lee's very correct. As we said earlier, we don't want to reveal everything, because if we do, then it kind of spoils for, you know, you guys when you dive into this content eventually. So we have a little look-see over here. E2 Moto, yes, we are bringing a new ship called the Wraith. And that isn't a spoiler, by the way. We have talked about this. We did even show some of the early work on it. By the way, I am flying a bomber. I'm not flying the Wraith. Somebody did ask, actually, where we thought the Wraith would fit in terms of ship class. And it is a ship class on its own. There's nothing like it in the game. But in terms of whether it's a light, medium or heavy, we do consider it a kind of light, heavy, a light medium. So it kind of sits just below the medium. Lots of blue lights, lots of blue things over there. Lots of oddities, lots of strange things. Yeah, medium light or a heavy light. Whichever you want to look at it. Yes. Interesting times around here, I think, will be had. A diet medium. I love all these references. It is. You're going to enjoy this. And like I say, we're not showing any of the actual content, the mission content, because we don't want to spoil it for you. Hence why I'm kind of not showing any of it. We're just floating around with pure immunity. But there is a lot of content to be had. There is a lot of content to be had. Right. Time for another switcheroo, because we're not done yet. No. We're just coming up to about halfway of all the stuff that we're going to show you. Ooh, it's all good stuff. Bear with me. Banging about. Oh, I think you'll like this one. Definitely a change of pace for this one. But if you saw the little video we showed earlier, then it was featured in there. We're going to show you a little bit more up close and personal with this one. Right. Let's bring things back in. Welcome to the swamps of Masut in the Rhak Homeworlds. Not the finest place to come for a holiday, that is, for it's like a wet weekend and a seaside resort in the UK. Oh, hello. What would they be? sure many of you will want to visit this place, because it is some screenshot nirvana, I think. Again, the team have outdone it with the environment, the effects, and everything else. But what does it all mean? What's the significance? Why do we come here? The structure. Where does it tie in? Why does the lightning keep striking these things, these structures? Resh is like, is there a base underwater? Hmm. I'm loving all the speculation. Like, okay, can we do this? Can we do that? What about going there? Oh, that'd be cool. But yeah, top marks to the art team. Again, they're just knocking it out of the park. Absolutely knocking it out of the park. We're not going to show you everything, as we've said. There's lots to discover in and around the areas. The mission content will lead you in various ways, and I'm sure that you'll be coming back here not only for the vistas and take some wonderful screenshots, which we do want to see. Yeah, I do like this track of the music. I know a lot of you guys are talking about the music currently over on the various chats. Yeah, it is something that we're going to look at in terms of new music. I think Ghareth and Lucas have done an amazing job for the music and the sound effects and everything. Top marks, top marks. Once we've shown all the environments, I do want you to try and remember what they were, where they were, possibly the names. I'm going to be testing you all. I kid, I jest. But I will be asking you which do you kind of like the look of the most. But we aren't finished yet. No, we're not. We're definitely not finished yet. I've got an absolute doozy coming up next, and I think you're going to love it. And you're going to have probably more questions that you're going to need to ponder over and think, what? Back in a moment. Yeah, don't forget to follow us on all those places. Do join the Discord as well. We want to chat to you. We want to talk to you. We want to have a little conversation if we can about all things. I like the Thunderstorm one, the Crystal one, and the Fire one. I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh, I was starting to worry there. I I thought the game had crashed, but it hadn't. Yay! Just bear with me. Right, let's bring this one back into the mix. We just turned off the inertia dampeners then. So this one is still in the Rhak Homeworlds, but it's definitely a place you've never seen before, and likely never to see again. No, we're not. I got very close. Welcome to the Ghareth Refinery. Yes, that star does indeed look a very hot place. I'm just chuckling away reading the comments and the speculation as to what it all means. What are these things? What is the content? The land is very cheap here. You're very correct there, Lee. I think the retail prices are going up though. I suppose you guys would like a slightly closer look at the structure. Yes, all the content I'm showing currently is coming in the new expansion that we've got coming late spring called Wrath of the Ancients. Super Scrapper, just for clarity on what Spawn said, we've got 4 new star systems that are coming. How about a little fly past of this ship, shall we? Let's have a little fly past. What is it? What could it be? Slight Cooper reloaded 4 new plants in Aethon. Aethon is just one of the new systems. You're going to be going back there. Obviously, you had a little trip there with the original campaign, but you are going to be going back there. Lots of craft flying around here as well, doing some work. Intriguingly. Okay, our burrito stand, love it. Alright, let's go up, shall we? Oh, hello. A very hot place. Up. I reached the top, but it sent me back down. How rude. But yeah, it's an amazing vista, this one. Again, the team have just done a wonderful thing. I think that might be an error. I'll have to check in with the team on that one. Alistair, current situation with the Series S, we do have a blog post up on our website and also on Reddit and on our Discord. We're still working on the fixes. We have another team helping us out as well. trying to work things out and get things back where they should be with the Series S. So it's still a work in progress. It's just going to take some time for us to get there. I think I'll just boost out to the distance just so that we can have as good a viewpoint as we can. Oh, it's definitely some blue liquid, but what it is, we'll have to wait and see. We know very little, indeed you do, and that's the way it's going to stay until the release. Super Scraps, is there any kind, any idea how big each area is? It feels like some are huge and others are obviously much smaller, but I'm curious now. They vary in size. Obviously the environments are designed to fit the story, and what is crafted in that region can vary. So it's the size fits what's going to happen within that area. So yeah, do not consume the blue liquid. It's a bit like Neo in the Matrix. Red or blue pill. Don't have any of them. Don't touch anyone. Can you at least confirm if this is a hot planet or is it meant to be cold? You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. Now, we've still got more to show. Would you like to see some more? Hands up if you'd like to see some more. Yes, we've got some still to show. You know, we're not finished here yet. So hands up if you want to see some more. I want to see those hands raised. I love how the blue liquid has been the absolute focus for this. I think it's so cool. It's like, what is it? What is it? What does this do? What does this do? Right. Let's show you some more. Be back in a moment. Oh, Frog, you are a hoot. Everybody wants to see more. Everybody wants to see more. Like I said, we're not going to reveal everything. We're not going to show everything because we don't think that's fair on you guys, because we want you to discover and find some nice things, should we say, especially when they're wrapped around the story, which the team have crafted so brilliantly. We don't want to spoil everything on that, do we? No. Where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? Right, there we go. Let's come back. Let's come back. Tobias Gerlach, how you doing over on YouTube? Freelancer was a great inspiration for the team. I played it many, many years ago, and I'm sure a lot of you boys and girls did as well. It's a wonderful game, and I think it stood a good test of time, but we're not kind of trying to be exactly like Freelancer, but we certainly do get a good vibe from it because it's a great game. And why not? Why not? So this is a new place. We're back. We've shifted again. We're back to the Khaït Dominion. So this is one of the new systems that you're going to be visiting. I'll tell you the name of it very, very soon, but you have seen this one already, because it was in the trailer earlier, which is going to be up on YouTube. But as we just do a little pivot around. This is called Shakut Waystation. And I'm sure that the very observant people here can actually see a natural wormhole. It is not a black hole. Indeed, those Augeas turrets are going ham down at the bottom. And I suppose you might want a slightly closer look at maybe the station itself. You know, oh, there's a little bit of a battle going on there, isn't there? There's a good old ding dong going on down there. Things are getting a little bit tasty. So, ooh, wow, something big blew up. Everybody's like, yeah. Ooh. They're having a good old fight down there, aren't they? They're having a good old fight. Oof. Don't want to get involved there, do we? Oh, something's just blown up. That's not good. It's a good job they don't know I'm here. Tobias, is there a release date yet? No, nothing yet. We haven't confirmed the release date. As soon as we have it locked in and we're ready to reveal it, then we will be letting everybody know. Can we see the battle, Alistair is saying, or is that a secret battle? You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to see what's going on. We'll just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. But anyway, let's have a little fly around, shall we? Do appreciate the visuals. I think this is one of the most stunning in terms of etherealness that we have in the game. 10 out of 10 again for the art team for what they've created. I think it's absolutely superb. I mean, the size of this structure is actually quite phenomenal. It really is. I mean, bearing in mind, this ship is bigger than my ship, and then this Waystation is phenomenal in size. Phenomenal. I'll give you a good view of it. Oh, hello. That's generating some power, isn't it? That looks like a meaty bit of kit. I don't think we want to get too close to that because it might be a bit dangerous. That doesn't mean we can't admire the view. Look at the ethereal strands here that are kind of just leaking out of these vent ports. That's such a cool touch. I haven't actually seen that before. You can see them all the way down, like these ventilation ports. That is cool. That is cool. Ooh. They drank too much Mountain Dew. That would be one option, yes, definitely. But yeah, I think you've got to kind of appreciate the sheer size of these structures. They've done an amazing job and all detailed. The texturization as well from the team to make it look realistic and in a specific style as well. From the creative team to the art and design, and then melding a storyline around these environments as well. Yes, Excelsior, I've got every bit of there's some ambient sound, but other than that, you've only got the game sound. And I've still got one more environment to show you. One more. Super Scramble, the music gets on to the soundtrack. I believe we have plans in place for something to do with the soundtrack, but more details will follow. Yeah, I think we should finish here. I think we should finish here before we go into there, and you know, we'll just admire the view of this natural wormhole that is sat there. With its tendrils enticing you to venture into it. We're not going in it. No, we can't. No, we can't go in it. Because I've got one more to show you. I've got one more new place to visit. And I think you'd like to see it too. Back in a moment. Don't go nowhere. Everybody's like, you've got to go in there, you've got to go in there, you've got to go in there. You'll just have to wait until you get your hands on the new content to then go through it yourself and see what happens, see where you end up, see where you venture to. I'm not going to show you that. No, I can't do that. Okie dokie. Right. Let's bring you back in, shall we? Let's bring you back in. So this is the last place that we're going to show you. And we've switched back again to the Rhak Homeworlds. Now this is going to be an intriguing place. And I'm not going to say much. We're going to just have a little float around as we have with the other content. But do keep your eyes peeled. A very gaseous place. But also an intriguing one. Another wormhole. Now this place, I'm going to tell you its name. Not going to tell you anything else about it. But this is called the Convent of Khalesh. I just love the speculation. I think it's amazing. I thoroughly appreciate the conversation as well, guys. Please, if you have any questions that I can possibly try to answer, I will try and answer them. This content is going to be in your hands in late spring. Exact ETA is to TBD. But there's a lot coming. A lot coming. Where are all the jellyfish? Kizor's wondering. Where's all the jellyfish? Where are they all gone? Sticky turrets. You've got to love sticky turrets. I'm hoping I don't bash into anything on my flight up. Oh, we were lucky there. We were very lucky. We were very, very lucky. Maybe he was Frog. Maybe he was. Or maybe he wasn't. Screenshot material. Absolute screenshot material. Spinny things confirmed. Spinny things confirmed. So that was the Convent of Khalesh. The last place that I'm going to show you this evening, but we haven't quite finished because I've got a few things that we need to kind of run through just before we end. Space is awesome. We are in the Rhak Homeworlds. But this specific system is called the Convent of Khalesh. So just bear with me while I switcheroo again. Just going to switch a route just because I need to. Oh, yes, I need to. Right. Just bear with me. Let's go back to here. Hello. Hang on, let me just bring my face back in if I can. There's my face. Everybody wants to see my face. Of course they do. And then let's bring in a picture as well. Right. Just before we finish, I want to go through some of the things that we've been looking at over the past couple of weeks in terms of our Discord polls. If you boys and girls are either on Discord, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Reddit, we've been running a little poll for you all to kind of vote in what is your favourite ship class. And by ship class, we mean the light, the mediums, or heavies. And to be honest, they haven't all been the same, which I was quite surprised at. I expected everybody to vote in the similar way. But I'm just going to bring in the Discord poll. And this was the results that you can see there. Sorry, wrong place. I got to remember I'm on a weather map. So what is your favourite ship class in EVERSPACE 2? This is the result from our Discord. Only the Discord. So you can see that the light got 17% of the vote. The mediums got 53% of the vote. And then the heavies got 30% of the votes. So that is literally only the Discord, which I thought was quite telling. Obviously, the popularity of the medium is very, very strong, with the heavies just behind, and then the lights in the Scouts, the Stinger, and the Vanguard variety a little bit down on the bottom. Now, next up, we also threw this up on YouTube. I'm just going to get rid of that one and then show you the YouTube result. So this was the one that were on YouTube. Big shout out to YouTube. You actually knocked it out of the park. I think we had something like 387 votes on this, or... yeah, 387 votes, I believe it was. I just had to check. When we put it up, lots of content, discussions over there, so big up. But you can see how close it is. Literally how close this result was here. We had 44% for the mediums and 43% for the heavies. Bearing in mind it was quite a strong result for the mediums over on Discord, whereas on YouTube they were like, no, couldn't split them really. I mean, literally it was 1% between them. Literally 1%. But the lights were still languishing behind. Definitely the lights, I feel anyway, as usually a heavy or a medium pilot, is a case of you've got to be very skillful with them. There's certain talents there tied in with that kind of game style, that play style. And absolutely. Now, we also did the Reddit as well. And this was the results of the same question over on Reddit. You can see the lights there with 15%. Now, they didn't do percentages over on Reddit. Don't ask me why. It wasn't a percentage. It literally was the number of votes. So you can see that there's 19 votes for the light, 40 votes for the medium, and then 70 votes for the heavies. But I worked out the percentages. So 15% voted for the lights, 31% for the mediums, and then 54% voted for the heavies. So you can see there's a slight range and a slight difference. Yeah, to be fair, Bearded Frog, the reason that we had to do this poll is that there's limitations with the number of options that we can put in onto the polls on both YouTube and on Reddit. On Discord, we can put a total of 10 different options, but you're limited to 4, I think it is, on YouTube, and I think it's 4 or 5 on Reddit. So you're kind of limited. You have to group things together. So yes, the data can be kind of pulled in different directions by how you can group things together in categories. But I still think you can see that pretty much over on Reddit, they were the lovers of the heavies. Now, what does that mean overall? Well, I actually worked out the percentages. 15% of our players enjoy the light class. 42.7% enjoyed the medium. And 42.3% enjoyed the heavies. And that's how it's kind of adding the votes together, working out all the percentages. So you can see it's a very, very much a split of the mediums and the heavies of the favourite. The team will love this kind of data as well. Yeah, probably Bearded Frog that the heavies did that. But like I said, we're trying to kind of incorporate all of the different community spaces now. So I think it was very, very handy for us to know what Reddit thought, what Discord thought, and then what YouTube thought. And they're all different. We are going to break it down maybe a bit more granular. So maybe we'll look at the light class and people can then choose between the difference. So... but yeah, we'll be doing more polls and I hope you can join us. Now, before I finish, and we've gone way over time again. See, people say that I start late, but I start on time and then I give you extra value at the end. So, you know, you win-win. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, do wishlist our Wrath of the Ancients expansion that is coming your way at the end of spring. There we go. There is the link. Do go check it out. Wishlist is on there. It does help us quite dramatically. It's in the chats for you all. Now, if you are interested for ending today, February the 28th, we've got a Good Old Games promotion going on. Yeah, caffeinated one. Well done. You just spotted it. Which is a EVERSPACE 95% off, Encounters 85% off, and then the Deluxe Edition upgrade is 85% off. Whatever that is in your money, an absolute bargain to be had there. Some lovely hours of content. I think I looked and it was less than £1 to get the base version of EVERSPACE 1. Less than £1 for hours of entertainment. If your flavour is more of the EVERSPACE 2 variety, then you want to be heading over to Humble Bundle. They've got a new sale going on, which is giving you 65% off the base game. 65% off. That's our biggest discount I think we've had, or joint biggest discount we've ever had on the game. So if you want to dive in, grab that. Supporters Pack's 20% off. If you want to fly in style, make your ship look all fancy schmancy with all the various liveries that we've got on offer in there. And it does help us. It's a cosmetic pack. It doesn't affect the game in any way, shape or form. It's only if you want to help support us here at Rockfish Games. Then we have the Titans DLC, which was released last year in October, which I'm sure some of you got to play and are still playing through now. That's 20% off. The Digital Deluxe Bundle is 50% off. The digital art book of EVERSPACE 2 is 35% off. And the soundtrack as well, if you're loving the music that you hear in the game, 35% off. Absolute bargains to be had over there. And they have EVERSPACE 1 for sale as well. What's going on? EVERSPACE 1 on sale as well. 90% off in case you don't grab the one for Good Old Games. For the base game, Encounters, which is the DLC, 85% off, and the Deluxe upgrade is 85% off. Absolute bargains to be had all the way around, and we hope you dive in. Plenty of hours. Somebody did say, was it worth it? EVERSPACE Artorias, EVERSPACE 1 worth it? Now, just to kind of reiterate, and this is for everybody, EVERSPACE 1 is a roguelite where you will basically be fairly weak at the start, you'll progress as far as you can, then you'll die, you'll earn credits on your travels, you'll unlock things on your travels, and then you'll use your credits, spend your credits at the start of another run to then get stronger and try and progress further along. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, worth it. I got into the game eventually. If you've read the art book, you'll have seen my little piece in there, because I had to say it, and I said it to Michael when I met him in person, that I actually hated EVERSPACE 1 to start with, but that was on me because I wasn't used to the roguelite formula. Since then, I played it, loved it, and now I ended up working for the company. That's how funny life can be. But I thoroughly enjoy it, so definitely worth it for the money that it is there. Absolutely grab it. Without a shadow of a doubt. Now, I'm way over time, 10 past 9 here in the UK. Just a reminder, we'll be back next week with a normal stream. I don't know if we've got anything planned to reveal, but you better be here. If you're not here, you'll never find out, will you? You'll never know. You'll never know. Yeah, the state. Oh, yeah, just a reminder from Lee is that we're going to have a blog up about the new environments that we've been showing you up on Steam, and also the YouTube video that we had earlier. Sorry for the crackling sound. I don't know what's going on with the videos. When I test them, they play absolutely brilliant. When it comes to the stream, they always go a bit crackly. So we'll investigate that a little bit more. But I'm going to leave you there. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure guiding you around EVERSPACE 2 environments for the last couple of hours. I hope you've enjoyed it. Space is awesome. I've been doing the Q&A as I've been going through because I've been on my own. Lee's not been here, so yeah, we do the question and answers as we've been going through. But back next week. Be on the lookout for the notification. I'm Gary, your community manager, and I love being it, and I hope you can join us again in the future. In the meantime, folks, take care, be good. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.